Hey guys, welcome to my channel English Language Shelf. In this video we will learn about pronouns. So let's get started. You can see on your screen that there are total 10 pronouns. There are 10 types of pronouns which we will discuss today. But before that, we should get a general idea of what is a pronoun. So you can see on your screen the definition of pronouns. So pronouns are words that are used in place of a noun or another pronoun, and the word or word group to which the pronoun refers is called antecedent. We will discuss that too. So any word which replaces a noun or another pronoun, that is actually a pronoun. So there are total 10 types of pronouns. You can see personal pronouns, nominative pronouns, objective pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, intensive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, uh, interrogative pronouns, and relative pronouns. So now I will walk you through all of them one by one. So let's dig in. First is personal pronouns. Well, these are those pronouns that express the person, number, or gender and case. So, for example, let's consider singular pronouns. I, it's the nominative first person, me is objective first person, and my, mine, these are possessive first person. So, actually, nominative are it tells you the proper number. It actually gives you a nomination that okay, specifically whether it's he or she or it, so they are third person nominative, that's what it means. Objective are which function as an object, they also are a reference for another person in a sentence, and possessive refers to any pronoun which shows the possession. For example, this is my bag, so my expresses possession, ownership. The plural of all these first person, second person, and third person are you can see on your screen. Like for nominative, the first person plural is we. For objective first person, the plural is us. For for possessive first person, the plural is our, or it can be ours, our or ours. And I mean you can read it yourself. But these are all the personal pronouns. Which one are nominative, which one are objective, and which one are possessive. You can read them yourself. So let me elaborate what are nominative pronouns. Nominative pronouns are basically they function as either subject or a predicate nominative in a sentence. So what is a subject and what is a predicate nominative? Let's first clarify this. See the first sentence. They were saying that they wanted to walk home. So over here, they, it's a subject. It is a wonderful poem to read. So it is a subject. But if you look at number 4, the sentence is, Mike can't attend the party. He has gone to his grandparents. This is actually predicate nominative. So predicate nominatives are basically those pronouns which they function as a reference to the subject in the previous sentence or earlier sentence. So over here, he is a reference to Mike. Similarly, if you see number 5, Marta is a good storyteller. She told a ghost story that scared me. So she is a predicate nominative of Marta. It actually is a pronoun of Marta functioning as a predicate nominative. Julie made some cakes. They look delicious. So over here, they, it's actually a predicate nominative of cakes. So basically, we know that Julie, why they can't be the reference of Julie, because Julie is a singular and they, we know it's plural. So predicate nominative should be equal to the same uh, function. Here they is plural, so if you look at the first sentence, So over here the plural cakes are actually plural, so that's what it parallels with. Then we have objective pronouns. These are those pronouns that are used as a direct object or indirect object or as an object of preposition. So basically direct objects are those that have a direct reference, that there is a verb, there is a function, there is an action, and that action has a direct relation with that pronoun. For example, he gave his pen to her. So to whom did he give his pen? To her. So her is receiving something by the action of he. So that's a direct relation. She thanked him. She thanked whom? Him. And in other words, he was thanked by her. So that's what it means. That him is affected by the verb of by the action of she. And you scared me. It's the same thing as I said earlier, that me, the object me as direct object, it is affected by the action of you. Indirect objects are those which are not having a direct impact or direct effect of the verb, yet they are part of the sentence, and they just, you can say, are used as a kind of indirect reference. For example, you told him about my secret plan. So you told him about my secret plan. So indirectly, I mean, although him is not a direct reference, him is not being uh, a matter of concern. The matter of concern is you. For example, if I say to you that you told him my plan, so now the matter of concern is that I have a problem with you because you told about my secret to a third person, that is him. So this is what indirect object is. It is not a direct matter of concern. Instead, it still is there just as a kind of a reference. Tell him that you'll take the job. So him again, it's an indirect object. That table is reserved for them, not us. So let's say you go to a restaurant and you are told that there is a table which is not reserved for you guys, it's for someone else. So that's what it is. Then object of preposition. Object of preposition are basically those words that come after the preposition. For example, he will lead them to us. So over here, to, it's a preposition, and us, it functions as object of preposition. I will sit behind him. Behind, it's a preposition, and him is the object of this preposition. They would like to stick with his advice. With is a preposition, and his, it's an object of preposition. His advice we can take as a complete phrase also, but his over here is an object of preposition. Next is possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns, I told you, they are about ownership. They tell you what do you own or what someone else owns. So basically these are some examples of possessive pronouns: mine, yours, hers, his, its, ours or ours, theirs. And the pronouns my, your, her, his, its, our, and their are used before a noun. So this is another point, that these pronouns are used before a noun, and others perhaps they are not used. Let's see some examples. This horse is mine. So it's a possessive. It shows an ownership. That bag is hers. So hers, it's also right. Let's say that there is a person who says, how is my shirt? He's asking about his shirt, that how is my shirt? And the second person says, yours is marvelous. So yours, it shows a possession. Similarly, my computer is slow. Its storage seems to be full. So it's this word it's a possessive pronoun, and it actually is a reference about my computer. It takes the place of the sentence, the subject, my computer. And number 5, where did you put your bag? So your bag, so your is actually possessive pronoun. So they are basically ownership. This was pretty simple. Then we have reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are those that end with self, self, or selves, selves, selves. So, and they basically come after verbs or prepositions, and they also reflect back on the earlier noun or pronoun. And basically, they are added, these suffixes self and or selves, they are added after certain pronouns. Let's see some example. You see, he likes himself too much. So likes, it is a verb, and after that himself, it's a reflexive pronoun. It reflects back to the earlier pronoun he. She is now herself again. Herself now is actually a preposition, and herself is a reflexive pronoun which reflects back to the pronoun she. They have purchased themselves a new car. Purchased a verb, and themselves is a reflexive pronoun. I cleaned the whole house by myself. So by it's a preposition, and after that myself it's a reflexive pronoun. So these are the examples of reflexive pronouns. So they actually are a reflection of the pronoun or noun in the earlier sentence or earlier subject. Then then we have intensive pronouns. These are basically those pronouns that uh, emphasize a noun or a pronoun to which they refer, and they appear right after the subject. So it actually emphasizes, it puts, you can say, it puts a high focus, it intensifies the pronoun or noun, and it often comes after the subject. For example, he himself closed the window. So he, it's a pronoun, and after that himself, it's an intensive pronoun. She herself warned the tenant. She, it's a pronoun, and herself, it comes after the pronoun. So the subject is she, and it also comes after a pronoun. So yeah, it's an intensive pronoun. If we take number 5, the internet itself keeps troubleshooting. So the internet itself, so itself is an emphasis on the subject, the internet. So these are basically a few examples. Once again, reflexive pronouns and intensive pronouns, although both are similar, in fact they are same because of the suffix self or selves. But the difference is that reflexive pronouns, they come after verb or preposition, while intensive pronouns appear after the subject. So these are the differences between the two types of pronouns. Number 7 is demonstrative pronouns. Well, these are those pronouns that point out things and persons near and far. So actually demonstrate, it tells you about something. And there are, in fact, there are just 5 of them which make up a demonstrative pronouns. For example, this, these, that, and those. Apart from them, we also have neither, none, and such. So let's look at some examples. This pen belongs to him. That stationery seems useful. Are you talking about those shoes by the rack? None of the teams performed well. Life is not easy. Such are the ways of life. Neither of the jacket is of size. Actually, there is a mistake. Neither of the jacket is of my size. I forgot to write my, so please forgive me. And buying these books is like earning a treasure. So they actually show and demonstrate about the things, whether it's far or near, and when to know which word refers to far and which word refers to near. So you can see like this, this, and these. So these two words, this and these, they refer to any person or things that are near, whereas those, these, they refer to things that are far. Moving forward, we have indefinite pronouns. Well, these are those pronouns that do not refer to specific persons or things, and they usually have no antecedents actually. I mean, they don't make any sort of reference. They don't have any earlier nouns or pronouns, and they also don't specifically tell you about a person or thing. So, I mean, there are some singular indefinite pronouns, some plural indefinite pronouns, and those pronouns that can function as either singular or plural. So you can look at the examples on the screen like each, either, neither, another, anyone, anybody, anything, etc. These are singular indefinite pronouns. Both, few, many, several, these are plural indefinite pronouns. All, any, more, some or most, and some. I mean, that's also right. But these can function as either singular or it can function as plural, depending on the context of what you are saying. Then we have interrogative pronouns. Well, the word itself gives you a clue. Interrogative, it comes from interrogation, which means to question. So basically, what does the definition of interrogative pronouns, uh, what it can be is that it is it actually interrogative pronouns are those pronouns that tell a reader or listener that a question is coming up. So basically, who, whom, whose, which, and what. These are the only interrogative pronouns. So you can look at the examples. Whose sweater is this? Who likes to join me in painting a sketch? From whom did you receive the pencil? The parcel, sorry. From whom did you receive the parcel? What is a pronoun? Which chocolate do you want to have? So these are actually interrogative pronouns. Finally, we have relative pronouns. So relative pronouns are basically those that relate or connect the clauses of the words that they modify in a sentence. Okay, so they actually they connect the things. So you can look at the examples that which relative pronouns they function as subject, which one function as object, and which one functions as possessive. So if I just give you like few examples, I'm just making it up right now. So for example, relative pronouns, if I take who, so for example, I may say, uh, let's say, so for example, David is the boy who punched me. So who is a relative pronoun because it connects the clause David is the boy, where the word David, it's actually a relation of who. Similarly, if I take uh, a thing and make it an object, for example, that house is the one which was built in 1975. So, which again is functioning as an object over here. So, anyways, you have to look up at some examples on internet yourself. But just want to make sure that you know that these are the relative pronouns that function as they connect the clauses of the words. That's it. We are done with pronouns finally. Next up, we will learn about verbs. So guys, if you like my channel, please subscribe it, click the bell icon, give it a like. If you have any questions or would like to give any suggestions, please share it in the comment section and forward this video to your friends and family. My channel, English Language Chef. Thank you and good day.